Hi, Jack Appleman here. Let's talk about one of the most difficult skills, and that is editing, self-editing, editing your own work. Here are 5 tips to better editing. First of all, nowadays, you have all this editing software available to you, whether it's Grammarly, Hemingway, or of course, ChatGPT. It does make editing a lot easier, right? Well, not exactly, because we all have to remember the most important editing tool out there, and that is you. You can't depend on any technology. You have to be your own best editor. Because, for example, you don't want this to happen. Let's say you're writing a CEO's message and you write something like this to the employees. Your performance this quarter has been excellent. An impressive comeback from last quarter. Wait a minute, comeback? What does that mean? It means last quarter you were bad. The employees were bad. I'm sure that's not what you want to say. So these are the kind of things you have to watch out for that AI may not catch. So here are some steps. Step 1, read and tweak. Step 2, get away from your copy. Step 3 is to fine-tune with AI. Step 4 is to run through your checklist. And step 5 is to gut check it. These steps are meant to be done in this chronological order. So start with read and tweak. After you finish, read it through completely, whatever you have. Something like this. Now, if you read this, you'd probably read it like exactly the way I'm reading it now. I love to visit Ocean City in the spring because the weather is ideal. And you notice that 2 words are misspelled. Spring should be spring and weather is misspelled. But what you might not have noticed is I put in 2 thes. I love to visit Ocean City in the spring because the weather is ideal. This goes to show you that editing can be difficult and you do need to read through what you wrote completely before you move to the next step. So give it a fast first tweak. Any noticeable grammar, style errors? Are the facts and figures accurate? If not, or if you're not sure, look them up, do the math. Is it consistent? In other words, say with capitalization, the CFO podcast, is the P in podcast uppercase or lowercase? And in general, how does it look? You happy with it? And do that quickly. Then get away from your copy. Move away, move on to another task. And most of all, don't send your document yet. Don't send your email. Resist the urge to get it off your desk. A lot of times we want to move on to the next project. We want this email or proposal, whatever it is, off our desk so someone else can look at it. Well, resist that urge. Don't send it until you're absolutely happy with it. Yes, you need to let time pass. And what you should do is create a drafting editing schedule, which should look something like this. So today, you have 2 things to write: client email and a pitch. In the morning, you draft those. And of course, you have other responsibilities, not just writing those 2. Then in the afternoon, you take each one of those and you edit and proof it. Client email, then the pitch. Maybe the pitch needs even more editing. So the next day, tomorrow, continue working on the pitch. In most cases, your deadline is not like in an hour or 2. Again, sometimes it is, you have to make the best of it. But otherwise, resist the urge to send it right away and give yourself the time to go through this drafting editing sequence. Step 3 is to fine-tune with AI. What I like to do first is you use AI to check the basics. Is the grammar correct? Are the facts and figures accurate? I know you did it before. Let AI also do it. Is it consistent? Does it adhere to AP style? Is it clear and concise? Does it have an appropriate tone? Then get a little deeper. Ask AI some specific questions. Does this release effectively convey news value for the consumer tech readers? Would this pitch appeal to a Wall Street Journal health columnist considering her prior columns? And you would need to include those columns when you send the message to whatever AI software you're using. Would this CEO's message highlighting a profitable quarter make employees of a pharma firm feel valued and appreciated? You're really getting down to something specific. And again, give AI as much information as possible to answer the question. And keep the dialogue going as much as you need to. If you ask AI to say, write an engaging headline for my release, and they come back with this, Paradise, unleash the ultimate strawberry coconut energy powder, you may say, whoa, wait a minute, I don't want that much hype. Say so. This headline is overly sensational. Please tone it down so it comes across more professionally. Discover paradise. Enjoy the refreshing strawberry coconut energy powder. If you're happy with it, fine. If not, ask AI to revise it again. So again, keep the dialogue going as much as you need to. Run it through your checklists. I suggest having an editing checklist and a proofreading checklist. Your editing checklist, you might want to ask, is the message clear? Is the action step clear? Is it organized with a user-friendly layout? Is the copy separated into logical chunks, maybe with subheads to make it more readable? Is it appropriate for your reader? What else? Based on what you write frequently, you may put in another bullet point that you need to check each time. Then your proofreading checklist would have punctuation, capitalization. Yeah, sure. Did AI check this? Of course. Check it again yourself. Any homonyms, like two words like there, and there. They all sound the same, but depending on the usage, it's spelled differently. Sentence structure. Is it a complete sentence? Do the subject and verb agree with each other? Does it adhere to AP style? Again, check it again. Sometimes you may want to print it out. Get away from the computer. Stop staring to the screen. Print it out. Go sit down with your favorite coffee, tea, or soft drink. And it's amazing that when you print something out and read it, anyway, I find that I look at it differently. I say, hey, I really don't want to say this. I think it'll sound better if I say it this way. Step 5 is to gut check it. It's a very simple but critical step. You ask yourself, is it good? Would I be happy if I were reading this? Does it effectively convey the message I want to? Is it right for this reader? Is it going to achieve the desired result? Would it be appealing to the editor? You really have to ask yourself this question. Think about it. And AI not going to help you think in this way. You really have to tap your own knowledge and experience of the situation, of the people involved, and say, answer the question, is it good? And if you could say yes, then you could submit it. So there you have it, steps to effective editing. Read and tweak, get away from your copy, fine-tune with AI, run it through your checklist, and gut check it. So to all of you, happy editing.